Hello, friends, and welcome to Stan's Cutlery Universe. And this is a special live edition of Modern Monday Madness, where I show modern knives and just chat with you all a little bit. I see my friend Tina here at 12:30 put in, "Good morning, Stan. At work, we'll catch replay, my friend." No problem, Tina. I appreciate you just letting us know what's going on. And I know we got to work and do what we got to do to, we all got our bills. Hey, Todd, good to see you, man. It's good to see you on Mike's live there with him, man. That made me feel good. David, how are you? I'm going to talk about a couple things. As most of you can tell, I am overweight. And I have, since I got out of the Marine Corps, I've progressively every year gained, this is going to sound sad, but roughly 10 pounds. I've been out of the Marine Corps 30 years now, okay? So I'd say roughly actually about 8 pounds. At my peak, I was 435 pounds. I've been working with the VA on a program called the MOVE program that the VA offers. And so far, now I'm down below 400. My goal is to get like 250. When I was in the Marine Corps in the best shape of my life, I was 235. I had an alternate weight standard because I was in good shape, yeah, I am overweight. I'm working on losing it. My good news is I've so far lost approximately 37 pounds. And that's pretty big, and it makes me feel good. I know you're not here to hear about my weight loss, but to me, that just feels good because it has been, I'll say this, it's way easier to gain it than it is to take it off. Gaining, all you do is sit on your butt and eat. I can do that, but I got to give thanks to the VA. They keep me motivated. We have a monthly session, and recently we've been doing a weekly class, and that's great. Who we got in here? Jim, thanks for joining. Already said hi to Todd and David. I think I got everybody. Oh, thanks, Jim. I appreciate greetings. And Todd, congrats. I appreciate that. Good to see you all. We'll start off. These knives I'm going to show are knives that I picked up probably, I'm trying to think how old my dog was at the time. Yeah, these knives have to be right around 15 years old. They're all moderns. Thank you, Jim. I'm working on it. I'm working hard. Jim said, keep up the great work, Stan. Like I said, it's way easier putting it on. But, it takes time. I didn't gain it all in one overnight, and I'm not going to lose it all overnight. It's going to take time. It's a progression. I'm hoping maybe by the end of the year, I'll be sub 300, and that's good. But let's get talking about these knives. These are all knives that I picked up years ago. I have carried every single one of them at work, and I was a mechanic for AT&T. I fixed everything from trucks to generators to if it had an engine and tires, I worked on it. I'll put it that way. So these knives, there's two different size categories, and I'm going to show you the smaller ones first. These are all from SRM. This one here, this is a tiny knife. This was a nice little fifth pocket dropper. Got a nice, for tip-up carry. Sorry, try to get the zero in better. But this is a tiny knife. But man, the action on this thing, it is chisel ground. Chisel ground means it's only got a bevel on the one side. As you see, that's totally flat. This is pretty much right-hand carry only. This says stainless. Oh, man, maybe I can read it there. My eyes are bad. Stainless. Come on. Yes, it's a stainless steel. But it's a good little knife. This thing, like I said, I carried it everywhere. This is not factory sharpened because, they're not the greatest steels, but I never had to sharpen them more than once a week. That was the worst, and that's if I was stripping wire and literally cutting wires with them, which technically, yes, it's copper. Steel shouldn't get too bad, but it's very difficult on a blade. And like I said, this is a very tiny knife. I left my ruler in the other room. I'm so sorry, but it's a great fifth pocket dropper. It's just a great little piece, super friendly. And I don't even know if these knives are still available. I know the manufacturers are still around, but just a cool little knife. I should have put a lanyard on it. I wasn't really big into lanyards, but I'm starting to like them more because I can see the sense. Because like in my fifth pocket, especially if I missed a clip, it fall in. And even though it's not that deep of a pocket, you all know how the fifth pocket, the watch pocket, is just tiny. And so you're sitting there and you're at work, you got greasy mitts, and you're trying to get it. So yeah. Next one is a wee bit bigger. And hey, how you doing, brother? It's hunting for hookers. Excuse me, I'm doing good, my friend. I'm doing good. This one here was never advertised by the company as a Chris Reeves Sebenza, copy or whatever. And it's not. This is a oh gosh, I haven't told the brain for it. I just had a total brain. Yeah, the hand material is not even close to it. Got some great little pocket clip there. It's not deep carry, but that worked good for me at work because like I said, you got greasy mitts, you're trying to get to it. Again, it's pretty much right hand friendly. Great action on it. This one is an SRM. Sorry. I think it's a 704. Yeah, 704. Great knife. Not super big, but like I was saying, especially for work, most people at my job up here in Northern Michigan never said a word to me, but some people, some places, they'll be like, oh, it's a scary knife. But again, this is not the factory edge, but just a quick stropping, maybe putting it on a stone, and it always came back. It's not super great steel, but it did a good job. And again, this is another one. Old Farts Knives, oh my gosh, thank you for joining in. Again, this is another one that is a budget-friendly, modern knife. Look at this action. It's well designed too, because the little flipper catches your thumb when you release it so it doesn't cut you. But it's just a great little knife. I can't say too much more about it other than if it's still available, or if you find one and you're looking for something like this that has why am I having a brain fart? I can't think what the handle material is. And my next two knives are made of the same stuff. Micarta. Dang. I hate that. It always happens when I go live. All of a sudden my brain goes, look, a moon, a spider, a turd, whatever. And I'm just like, ah. But anyways, just a great, yes, micarta. Just a great little knife. I never even had to adjust the blade. I mean, you could adjust it, but I never had to. Just a little bit of pivot lube, and it was great. This one does have a changeable. You can go tip down if you like. I like tip up. Now we're getting into the big boys. These ones here are from Eflin, I think it is. Enlan, E-N-L-A-N. These are good sized knives. These are both what do they call these clips? The pocket here, the slide bar lock. These are great knives. This one here, super grippy. I mean, just a beautiful design too. Got a hole here for a lanyard. This one, I've never just messed with the pivot because I don't have a tool for that. But these Enlon knives, Enlon is still available. This is the EL04. This knife is just, sorry, I suck at these, doing it like that. But look at that drop shutty. And at the time, nobody really gave a rat's about drop shutty. Back in the day I bought these, this was just a good knife. I believe this is 8CR13 MOV. Yep, 8CR13 MOV. So not the greatest, but not the worst steel. This one is ambidextrous. You got, there. You also have, you cannot remove the pocket clip. I'm sorry, I thought you could. But it's a great knife. Again, this is not the factory edge. That's just, it's just another great piece that, at the time I bought this, I want to say every one of these knives, like the two smaller knives, were sub $10. So if you can pick them up now, it'll probably be sub 20. This one was sub 30. It might have been 20 bucks, but this thing is just great. And I've never adjusted the pivot because I don't have that tool, like I said, but just look at the design, and it's got it's grooved kind of, if that makes sense. It feels good in hand. Want a prison trick? Melt the end of a toothbrush and press it into the pivot screw when it dries. Oh, I never thought of that. That's actually probably not a bad idea. I never thought of that. I've done that type of thing with other things, but I never thought of that. It's not a bad idea. Oh man, that's actually a cool idea, really. I mean, that's so funny you talk about it, man. Sometimes criminals are pretty damn smart. Other times, not so much. But yeah, it's just a great knife. The jimping holds nicely. There's zero play. Even, like I said, I took this to work and I wiped the blades down so you couldn't see how nasty it was, how these all were. Again, they're not super steels, But cutting wires, doing stuff like that, doing stuff you should not be doing with a knife, I never had a problem. The worst I said, like I said, the worst I ever had was at the end of the week, you know, because I used to work 410s. I'd work Monday through Thursday. The end of the week on Friday, I'd just touch them up on a stone, maybe strap them real quick. Half the time wasn't even a stone, is this the ceramic rod? And bada bing, bada boom, I'm there. Yeah, Todd, I believe that. I never thought about that, man. It's amazing how what they can come up with. Got to get a cup of coffee here. My mouth is parched. Sorry about that, guys. Okay. The last but not least is one that I probably actually carried the most. This one, the micarta is a little bit smoother, but it's still grippy. It's weird. Like dry, it doesn't feel that grippy, but once you get a little oil, a little dampness in there, oh man, this thing grips like heck. This one does not have the best play. Again, I don't have that tool. It's almost like a Microtech screw pivot joint there. But again, it's not too bad. It's not perfect, you know, but it always did this just fine. Look at that. No wrist action. No, I love. Okay, I hate saying love. I got oil on the pivot. I oiled them up this morning. You know, I don't love because I don't love an object. I really like an object. You know, I love my wife. I love my daughter and my grandchild, you know, and my son-in-law. Beautiful piece. Pocket clip can only go tip up for right. And just a beautiful piece. I really like it. Again, this is, come on, 8CR13 MOV. Come on, camera. Okay, well, you can trust me. And it's a Enlan EL02. So you can tell when I got these. That's when the company was first around. You know, I got an 02 and an 04, I think it was, or an 06. Big E, how you doing? But this knife is, even not being super drop shutty, it does the job. I never had a problem with it. I will admit, I'm trying to remember where it was. Well, you can't even really see it. Oh no, it's right there. It's freaking sharp. You can see a little spot that I did put a little divot in it when I was cutting wires, but it came right out. And again, not factory edge, but this, so easy to sharpen, you know, not a super steel, but you can still carry it all week long, end of the week, or heck, if you really go through something you shouldn't have, grab a sharpening stone and just, you know, after work or even at work. And again, this one is not so super big that it freaks people out. It is over 3 inches. This is a full hand knife here, but it's just, this was my favorite. I'm not going to lie. I carried the snow. This was probably my everyday carry at work for, I'm going to say the better part of 6 to 8 months. And then I finally, I went to an auto knife because there are still times like the hand's really greasy that it was a real pain in the butt to get it. Jedi Jim, how you doing? Oh, good. I hope you like it, man. I hope you like it. I tried to just send some stuff and see if you liked it, you know. But yeah, it's just a great piece. And I hope you guys can get this, because if this is something you like, I'm trying to think of the knife that this makes me think of. And I want to say it's a Benchmade. I want to say it's the 904, except the blade's the wrong shape. But it just, man, it just feels good in hand. Again, the jimping is great. And like I said, I'm not trying to sell these because, heck, I don't even know if these are still available on the primary market. They're just great knives. If you happen to come across Enlan, you can still get them. I think you can get them on Amazon. I know you can go to Enlan. It's actually a hardware store that you order them through. It's a Chinese hardware store. The SRM, I know SRMs are still available out there. Just great pieces that don't break the bank. Well, that's pretty much it for that part. Now I want to show you something. I made up some of my own leather conditioner. It's got beeswax. I've got to look at my stuff. Coconut oil, cocoa butter, or sorry, shea butter, olive oil, and then just a touch of eucalyptus oil, because it gives it a scent. And it also, eucalyptus oil is supposed to, if you got any mold on your sheath, it's supposed to stop that and help it so that you don't get that. So, you know, I thought that was really cool. So what I did is I took other people's recipes. I'm not going to lie. I'm not smart enough to figure this crap out myself. I took other people's recipes And I was just going to try this. I haven't used it yet. I was just going to try this. And if this leather conditioner works decently, oh man, yeah, you should get my rubbing my finger around and get it. I might actually start, sending some of this to friends and stuff. I don't want anything for it. That maybe if it hits really good, I might make a little business of it. I just thought, a little tin of this, I could send to some people and get their opinion of it. But I'm just rubbing it on. I'm not even using a lot because I just basically I'm just using my finger to warm it up and then rubbing it on. But I just thought I'd just share this with you because I'm always on the lookout for stuff like this, and I have so many fixed blades, and I have so many, as you all know, imported from Pakistan fixed blades. And anybody that has a Pakistan fixed blade knows that their sheaths just I'm trying to remember what Tobias calls them, the cardboard cows. Their sheaths are not the greatest. They're kind of like cardboard. And he's right. And the first time he said that on a video, I was just like, cardboard cows. I love it, But I thought I'd try this out. If it works decently, like I said, if anybody wants some to try, let me know. I'll put some together for you and send it to you. It's just, I just thought, like I said, I stole from other people's recipes. I'm not trying to say that this is a stands alone. It's kind of a combination of all the reading and research. Oxy, how the heck you doing, my man? Good to see you in here. It's just kind of one of those things where I just wanted to. Oxy, is your name Dave? Is that who Todd's talking to? I'm assuming. I apologize. If it is, I'm sorry. I've never caught your name before, and I apologize. And now I'll do my best to remember it, man. Don't look too forward to it because my memory's not the greatest. But it's just I appreciate it, man. I appreciate all of you just coming and checking out what this big dumb guy's doing. And I call myself dumb, not in the aspect of like I'm stupid or something, but I just, in a lot of ways, I am dumb. In a lot of ways, we're all dumb. We all, there's things that we don't know and we got to learn. Like, I wonder why I never made this before. It was so easy to make. I'm doing well, man. I'm doing well. Yeah, I read about that on a couple places, Todd, about the eucalyptus oil, just the essential oils. So I had some for air therapy, aromatherapy. So I put a drop or two in it because it said you don't need to go nuts. It's just that the eucalyptus will help kill the mold and stuff. And I was like, that's cool. I love black leather and rich. At least used 2 cases already. That's awesome, Jim. Yeah, man, that's my thing. I kind of stole even from some of the name brand ones, where they list what they use. And I noticed that the most common thing for a natural one was the 2 most common was beeswax and carnauba, or not carnauba, shea butter. And I just thought I'd give it a shot, make my own. And like I said, if it works out pretty good, I might see if anybody in the community wants or can, and I'll send it to them. The only thing that really costs anything are the stupid little containers here, and they're not that expensive. I get them off Temu, But there's what it looks like when I'm done, man. And all I did was just use my finger. I mean, it's got a sheen to it. It's a little greasy, but you got to let it soak in. But I kind of sort of, I don't want to dabble. I apologize about that. I kind of sort of wanted to share that with you guys because it's a test run. It's an absolute test run. I made my own knife butter that is way thicker than this. And it doesn't really leave a sheen. It's more of like a wax. You put it on and then you kind of let it get to a haze and then you rub it off. Or you can even leave the haze on there, if the knife's going in long-term storage. And that seems to work pretty decently. So I might start, if somebody would like some of that, let me know. I'll send you a can out. I'm really into trying to make my own things, natural things. I got so much time on my hands because I'm a disabled vet. I finally became medically disabled from work just over 2 years ago. So I'm at home. I'm in pain every day. Even right now, I'm in a ton of pain. But it's just you get so used to being in pain that you deal with it for little shots, or little spurts. And then when you're done, you go put the heating pad and whatever back on and you just deal with it. We all have our things we deal with, and that's what it is. What I got. Looks great, Stan. I finally found some mink oil. It works. Oh yeah, I love mink oil. I have mink oil. I've used mink oil for years. That was actually one of my next recipes I was going to try. If this one didn't work the way I want it to, I found a recipe where they use mink oil instead of the olive oil. But they use a slightly less mink oil than olive oil because, as you know, olive oil is liquid. So you don't use that much in here because otherwise stuff would be liquid. Even though everything else is solid, if you use too much, it still makes it more, liquidy. And I thought, man, I'll try this and see what happens because one, I had way more olive oil than I had of mink oil. But I thought I'd try it. Man, I tell you, it makes the leather. I could smell that eucalyptus as I was doing it. What's this in? Great to hang for a few. Great to hook up with you guys. Got to get back to work. Have a good one. You too, man. You too, Cornbread. I appreciate you stopping in, man. Oh, man, you ain't joking, man. Really enjoying his videos. Absolutely. I've been enjoying those. Sorry, I had to lick my cup. I dribbled. I didn't want Baby Yoda on this side to get too much caffeine. He gets crazy. Just kidding. Yeah, I've been really enjoying Jesse's videos too. Those trades. He's got an awesome trade collection. It's beautiful. I literally looked forward to it. And like yesterday, it didn't hit my feed until late. And I was like, man, is he gonna drop one today? I was like almost fiending. Oh, that's me, Jim. I broke C2, C3 in my neck, and then I have C7 is bulge, they call it. But it's like my hands tingle. I got to take gabapentin and stuff. Anybody that deals with pain, like you know what I'm talking about, Jim. There, you deal with pain. You would actually feel weird if you woke up one day and went, "Whoa, something's wrong. I have no pain." It's like when my pain level gets to a 4, I wake up or whatever, and I'm like, "Ooh, something's wrong." And I'm like, oh, man, it's really low today because my normal pain's a 5 to a 6. And the way I've been told about the pain scale is a 10, you're at the hospital. A 9, you should go to urgent care. An 8 or a 7 is you're probably sitting in your chair taking pain pills. And I don't want narcotics, but taking like Tylenol, ibuprofen, whatever works for you. A 5, 6 is you can function, but not for real long, and that's where I am most days. I can go for maybe a couple hours, depending on what the activity is, and then I'm just spent. And if I overdo it, I'm down for a couple, 3, 4 days. Like I just don't move. Yeah, Jim, exactly. Those who know, and I tell you, this has been one of the most humbling things. Oh, that's cool. Found last night. Yeah. This has been one of the most humbling things that I've ever went through. I have a friend whose wife deals with neuropathy. Mine's not neuropathy. I was told by my physical therapist, don't call it neuropathy because neuropathy is they don't know where it's coming from. I have retinopathy because I know where it's coming from. They know where it's coming from and stuff. It's different, I guess. I'm not a doctor. But yeah, it's just exactly all you can do is manage it. That's all you can do. In fact, I have a pain clinic procedure here on Thursday. So I'm going to make all my videos for Thursday and Friday before that because I don't know if I'll even be able to. Todd, take care. It's good seeing you, man. Just keep getting better and better, my friend. So it is what it is. But we're not here about that. I wanted to talk knives. Again, if you can find, I know Inland is still out there. If you're looking for some moderns, great pieces, super expensive. On SRMs, I know it's still a manufacturer. I just don't know if they make this one anymore. But if you find it and you want just a nice little, like I call it a little gentleman's knife, it's just the right size. It's really nice. I would absolutely get that. And then, of course, if you want just a little 5th pocket dropper, right there, that thing, you can even choke up a little bit. Then you can get this. This is a great little piece too. And like I said, I carried that for a long time. I used to carry this to church. It's so tiny, that I wouldn't even put the clip, I'd put it in my pocket and just, let it be. And then I was careful getting in case it popped open somehow. Because I don't know about any of you, but I've had that treat where you find an open knife in your pocket. But hey, oh my gosh, I've been babbling for 25 minutes. I appreciate all of you for stopping by or for, if you couldn't make the live, watching on the rewind. It is so appreciated. Thank you so much. I just thought I'd do this live because I'm actually feeling pretty good today, and sometimes it's fun just to hang out. You know, when I seen Todd and Mike hanging out on Rasputin's Castle, I was like, man, that's a good idea. Maybe I should do it. So I'm glad I did. Thank you all so much for joining me. Remember, please like, subscribe, share, and comment. I truly appreciate it, and I appreciate the friendships. With that being said, live long, prosper, and collect your own way.